welcome to Self-Care Yoga. This is a safe space. Make sure you're doing what your body needs. If you need to modify a pose or take a break, please do so. Make sure to have some water with you and something comfy to protect your joints, like a yoga mat, a towel, or a blanket. Be mindful of the space that you're in. If there's any obstacles that you can hit yourself on, please modify any poses that you need. Before we start, I would like to talk about yoga and honor its roots. I am Mexican Canadian, and so I come from colonizers. I am aware and acknowledge that yoga is not part of the culture of my ancestors. In an article written by Rina Deshpande, she states that yoga is an ancient spiritual practice of self-realization that originated in India. It was banned by its own people by British colonization. When doing any yoga practice, we should ask ourselves, do I really understand the history of the yoga practice I'm able to practice so freely that was once prohibited by colonists in India? And does the practice I live promote peace and integrity for all? Now that we've used our minds a bit, let's use our bodies and do some yoga. Please sit down in a cross-legged position. We will start by emptying our mind and doing a few breaths. Place the back of your hands on your knees so the palms are facing towards the ceiling or the sky. Close your eyes and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Continue this breath. In through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. You can now open your eyes. Take your left hand, place it gently on your head while you tilt your ear towards your left shoulder. Hold it here for a few seconds, but don't put too much pressure on your head. Let go of your left hand and switch over to your right hand, gently holding down your head. That's now tilting to the right. Remember to breathe. Now, lower your head to look down, stretching the back of your neck. Take both hands and interlock your fingers and apply slight pressure to your head. Release your hands. Tilt your head towards the right shoulder and continue to roll it to the front, slowly, all the way to your left shoulder. And bring your neck and head upright. Now we'll reverse that neck roll from left to right, slowly. Lower your head down, then lift it so that you are looking at the sky. Keep your chest wide and expansive. Do that sequence one more time. With a straight back, bring your arms to the side of you. Lower your right arm so your forearm is on the ground and reach over your head with your left arm, making sure your chest is open and not caving in. Lift your left arm and switch over to the left side with your right arm reaching over you. Remember to breathe through the stretch. Come back to center and reach forward past your legs so your chest rests close to your legs. Relax your head and neck. Start to move your arms to your right and continue to stretch on a diagonal over top of your right knee. Walk your hands to your left and continue to stretch over your left knee. Walk your hands back to center and hold the stretch for a few more seconds. Now slowly roll up to make your way up to standing. Bring your arms from your sides up to above your head for a sun salutation. Lower your arms back down on your side while also lowering your torso through a flat back until you're touching the ground or almost touching the ground. Lift your arms from your side to above your head and repeat a sun salutation. This time, we are only lifting our backs halfway, where our hands touch our shins and we look straight ahead with a flat back. And repeat that one more time. Walk your hands in front of you to move into a downward dog position. Press into your whole palm and all of your fingertips. Start to pump your heels by bending your knees. Move your torso forward into a plank position. Hold it here for a few breaths. Lift your hips and move back into a downward dog. Lower your knees to the ground. Move your hips back into child's pose. Remember to breathe. You can widen your knees away from each other to release your hip flexors, or stay with your knees close together. Lift your chest and move into Cobra. If it's not too much, lift your head to look at the ceiling. Make sure your shoulders aren't beside your ears. Have them pressing down into the floor. Lift your hips and move back into child's pose. Breathe into the stretch. Lift your chest and move into Cobra one more time. You can have your head facing the ceiling or looking straight in front of you. Tuck your toes under and move back into downward dog. Lift your left leg to a comfortable height and hold it there for a few seconds. Bend your knee and slowly bring it towards your chest. Slowly straighten your left leg and rise it one last time. Switch to your right leg and hold it up for a few seconds. Now bend your right knee and slowly bring it towards your chest. Straighten your right leg and raise it one last time. Lower your right leg down. Walk your hands back towards your feet while bending your knees. And slowly roll up to standing. Step forward with your left leg into a lunge position where your back foot is facing forward and your front foot is turned out. Lift your arms so one is in front and one is behind you. We are now in warrior pose. Make sure you're breathing. Lower your front arm and raise the back arm. Have the lowered arm in front of your bent leg and look up to the ceiling. Stand back up. Straighten your leg, turn in your front foot, and turn out your back foot. You are now in warrior pose with the right leg bent. Lower your front arm while raising your back arm and look up to the sky or ceiling. Straighten your back up to warrior pose. Straighten your front leg and move your feet together so they are beside each other. Lift your left leg so your foot is on your right ankle. Place your palms together in front of your chest. If you would like some more difficulty, Bring your foot to your knee and raise your arms above your head while keeping your palms together. Balance here. Open your arms to the side and lower your left leg. Lift your right leg to either your ankle or your knee. Place your palms together in front of your chest and raise them above your head if you would like more difficulty. Lower your arms to your sides and lower your right leg to the ground. Move your hips back as if you were sitting on a chair with a straight back. Lift your arms up in front of you so they are in line with your back, beside your ears, and straight. We are going to hold this position for a few moments. Remember to breathe. Straighten your knees and lower your arms to the sides. Take your left leg and place it behind you while keeping your front leg bent. Lift your arms to the sky. Hold this stretch and continue to breathe. Lower your arms to your sides. Move through center and switch legs. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight, and then raise your arms to the ceiling. Lower your arms to your sides and move into the center, keeping your arms on the side. Stretch over with your left arm. Fold over to your right leg. Move to the center. While stretching forward, bend your knees and then straighten them back up. Now move to your left leg and stretch over the left leg. Bring your right arm above and stretch over. Straighten up, keeping your arms to your sides. Lean forward while maintaining a straight back. Lower down and stretch forward. Bend your right leg, straighten back up, and bend your left leg, and straighten back up. While still stretching forward, walk your feet into the center. Bring your arms behind you, interlock your fingers, and let them hang towards the ground, towards your head. Release your arms and roll up slowly to standing. Let's do another sun salutation. Reach your arms up and bend forward with a straight back. Bend your knees and walk your feet back into downward dog, or if you'd like, you can jump your legs out into downward dog. Lower your knees to the ground. We will now do some cat and cow movement. Curve your back and look up to the ceiling. Now curve your back while you look down to the ground. Breathe as you look up and as you curve down. Inhale, curving up, and exhale, curving down. Again, inhale, curve up, and exhale, curving down. Straighten your back and raise your left hand to the ceiling. Lower your left arm and wrap it around your torso so you're in a twisted position. Raise it back up to the ceiling and lower it down around your torso. Do this one more time. Up to the ceiling and down around your torso. Switch arms. Lifting your right arm to the ceiling and twist, lowering it down around your torso. Again, up to the ceiling and down around your torso. Last time, up to the ceiling and down around your torso. Lower your hips back and sit on your tailbone. Bring one leg over top of the other and hug the knee into the chest. For more of a stretch, bring your arm behind and look behind you while the other arm continues to hug the knee into the chest. Remember to breathe through the stretch. Release the stretch and switch legs. Both legs are bent, one is on top of the other. Now squeeze the knee into the chest. For more of a challenge, bring your arm around to the back while looking at the back, while your other arm continues to hug the knee into the chest. release your arms and your legs. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and rest your hands on your ankles. Lower your head and roll down towards your feet. At the bottom, flatten your back and lift up to an upright seated position. Again, slowly lower your head and roll down towards your feet. At the bottom, straighten your back and lift to an upright seated position. Again, lowering your head, rolling down, and then straightening your back, lifting to an upright seated position. Last time, lower your head, straighten your back, and lift. On your tailbone, bring your feet out in front of you. Slowly lower down until your back is lying on the ground. Bring your feet closer to your tailbone, hips width distance apart. Raise your hips up to the ceiling into a bridge position. Breathe and lower your hips down. Inhale, lift into bridge. Exhale, lower your hips. Last time, lift into bridge. Hold it and lower down. Lift your right leg to the ceiling and then your left leg. Now lift your right arm to the ceiling and then your left arm. Lower your right arm and your left leg, hovering above the floor. And then raise them back up. Now lower your right arm and your left leg, hovering above the floor, and raise them back up. Repeat this movement, hovering above the floor, and lift them back up. Again, hovering above the floor, and lift them back up. Now hold your arms and legs straight to the ceiling, feeling your abs work. Release your arms and legs. Sit up to a seated position. Move onto your knees. Take your right leg and place it in front of you into a lunge. Place your hands on the knee, making sure that the front knee is at a 90 degrees angle. Keep your back straight. Lower your hands beside your front foot. If you would like more of a challenge, you can lower your elbows onto the ground. Lift your hands back onto your knee with a straight back. Move your hips back and straighten your front leg. Lean forward as much as you can to towards it. Release your neck. Straighten up and switch legs. Bend the front knee into a lunge position. Place your hands on the knee and straighten your back. If you can, place your hands beside your foot. For a deeper stretch, place the elbows onto the ground. Release the stretch and place your hands back onto your front knee. Move your hips back and straighten the front leg, placing your hands on the ground and leaning as close to the leg as you can while releasing your neck. Release the stretch and come onto your knees and your hands. Tuck your toes under, move your hips up, and come into downward dog. Pump your heels by bending your knees. Bring your left knee forward and place it onto the mat. Lower your hips into a pigeon stretch. You can stretch forward by reaching past your knee, or you can stay upright with a straight back. Tuck your toe under and come back to downward dog. Now bring your right knee forward and place it down on the mat. Lower your hips and stretch into pigeon pose. Again, you can reach forward or maintain a straight back. Tuck your back toe under and move back into downward dog position. Really press into your palms and your fingertips. Move your chest forward into a plank. Continue to breathe. Lower down onto the mat and stretch up into Cobra. Remember to keep your shoulders down. Move your hips back into Child's Pose. Raise your chest and turn over onto your tailbone with your feet out in front of you. Lower your torso onto the mat. Straighten your legs out in front of you. And place your arms to the side. Bend your left knee and roll it to the right side while your head is rolled to the left. Breathe into this gentle twist. You can place your hand on your knee to give a better stretch. Lift your knee back to center, straighten it and lower it to the ground. Lift your right knee and fold it to the left side while your head folds to the right. Again, you can place your hand on your knee to deepen this twist. Lift your knee to the center and straighten it down to the ground. Lift your left leg again, but now hug it into your chest. Continue to breathe into this stretch. Lower your leg and lift your right knee. Hug your knee into your chest. Now hug both knees into your chest and circle them. Release your hips while you do this. Continue to circle your knees. Now switch directions. Hug both knees into your chest as tight as you can. Release your legs and lower them to the ground. Place your arms beside you with your palms facing to the ceiling. Close your eyes. We are now going into Savasana. Release your mind and relax. Release any tension from your jaw. Release your neck. Release your shoulders. Release your arms and your hands. Release your hips. Release your legs and your knees. Release your ankles. Release your toes. Let your body melt into the floor. Slowly bring yourself back into the space. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Release your neck and move it back and forth. Blink your eyes open. When you are ready, bring yourself up into a cross-legged seated position. Thank you